guys, I haven't filmed a video in English for so long, so I decided to make this video in English today. And today's video is gonna be about my Colourpop purchase recently. They recently released their holiday collection and I got my hands on the eyeshadow palette, which is all ICS Magic. And also I got two liquid lipsticks, which I have never tried from Colourpop. And also with the same purchase, I got the Golden State of Mind, which I believe they released this palette for Sephora, but they sell this on their own website as well. So I got this and also a lip primer to try out. So today's video is gonna be my first impressions on all these products, and I'm gonna do swatches, and also after a few days or a week, I'm gonna come back and do an update for all the products that I mentioned today. So let's get started with the video. So first of all, let's open the Golden State of Mind palette. This one is all shimmery, like metallic kind of color. So the downside of this palette is that you can't really create a complete look with only one palette. But it looks like this inside, and they have all the names at the back as usual, and it looks like this. So all of them are not too dark, but they are all really shimmery and metallic. They are very pretty, but yeah, you can't create a full look with this. I think it's not bad. Like they sell this for I think $26. Oh, let's see. Oh wow, this one here is really powdery, but the other two shadow goes on pretty well. But from my first swatch of this, the eyeshadow in this palette is not as creamy as my Yes Please palette. One of them is really powdery, which is this color right here called Pay the Piper. This one is really powdery, but it has it's an iridescent like white to lavender kind of metallic color. It looks really pretty, but it is really powdery. And I'll insert a clip of the swatches of all colors of this palette right now. We'll move on to the ICS Magic Palette, which is their holiday palette. I think they only released one eyeshadow palette for the holiday collection. It looks like this. It's a minty green packaging, and inside it looks like this. The colors are, to me, when I look at it, it's not like too Christmassy color, but this one, it's really special to me. I feel like the color combination is a little bit more unique, so I decided to get it. And this one has a mix of more shimmery shades and also matte shades. This one looks a little bit of a satin color, but what draws my eyes to this palette is the green right here. So let's swatch a few of them. Let's swatch a matte. Okay. So this one is a matte shade here. This one is really creamy. It reminds me a lot of Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek, but it's really smooth. The second one is the green one, which is surprisingly it's not that green. It has a purple hint to it. It's like a grayish purple undertone. And the last one is just a purple, like a shimmery purple color. But yeah, I'm really excited to try it, but I'm surprised that this is not too green. I wanted it to be green, and I'll insert the clip of this palette swatches right now. Moving on to the liquid lipsticks. I'm gonna open everything first and then put them on me. This is the Lippie Primer, which there's nothing much to talk about because it has no colors, no point of swatching it. But the packaging of Colourpop recently changed, I think. I'm not sure if they changed all of them, but this is in a minty green packaging. I'm not sure is it because of Christmas or they just changed the packaging. I got 2 liquid lipsticks, both from the holiday range. The first one is called Star Cross, which I actually wore yesterday when I just got it in the mail, and I wore it to school. It lasts really well and the color looks so pretty. So it's really like Christmassy kind of red color. I really like it. I never like liquid lipsticks, to be honest, and they're never my favorite because they're so drying. I have really chapped lips. Good thing about liquid lipstick is that they don't budge throughout the day. So when it's Christmas party, when you're kissing your lover, they're not gonna come off. But the downside is that they're really drying. So the second shade that I got is called Arabesque. It is a much more dark red color. When you look at it in the tube, it looks more red. But I think when you swatch it, I swatched it once yesterday, that it looks more like a purpley purple color. Yeah, it's more purple. I'm gonna try them on my eyes now. Let's look at the color and see how we can make it into a semi-decent look since it's my first time using these 2 palettes. Let's get started. I'm gonna use I'm not sure. I want to do a more shimmery look. I don't want it to be too ordinary because I usually go with the really red eyeshadow. Let's try a more bronzy shade, maybe. Should I try the green? I mean, it's not too green, but... Oh, you know what I realized with this palette? Is that they don't have a crease shade. They don't really have a crease shade. This shade right here in the Christmas palette is way too purple for being a crease shade. And this one is way too orange. It's not brown. It's more like a light muted orange. So it doesn't have a crease shade in here. I'm gonna take the Yes Please palette. This has been my favorite palette for a really long time. I love it. Put yourself here in my crease. But you have to be really careful with Colourpop eyeshadow. Is that they are very pigmented. It is not as crazy pigmented as my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I am gonna use a shimmery shade as a base for the eyeshadow. Use a shimmery, it's lightly shimmery, it's more of a satin color. This color is Treat Yourself. Wow, this is really creamy and really pigmented. It's very creamy and pigmented, so this shade is really nice. I like it. will be a really good brow bone color or in the corners highlight. And then, what should I use? I really want to try the green. You know what? I'm gonna be risky and go with the green. A really small brush to do the green. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. Oh my gosh, it's so dark. What the heck? It is really dark. It has nothing green in it. When you come on, like look at the pan. It is so green. But when I put it on my eyes, when you blend it out, it looks more like a purple color. Which is weird. I want it to be green. That it doesn't really match with any colors in the eyeshadow palette. This is definitely not the colors that I expected it to be. So to me it's a little disappointing. I don't really like this kind of shade. It's not what I usually go for. But the quality of the eyeshadow is really good. But anyways, I'm gonna do the same thing to my other eyes and try to fix it a little bit, and then I'll be back. I can tell you guys that this color is definitely not what I planned. It is really grayish, more like a stone kind of color than what I saw in the pan. So, I mean, this is not bad if you're going for this type of look, but it's definitely not the colors that I wanted to put on my lid because I'm so not used to cool tone colors and I really don't know how to work with them. Hope that it stays true to color because I just want to darken it up around the lash line a little bit to make the look a little bit more green than stone color. When you look at the pan, it already looks like a greenish bronze color, which this color actually stays true to what you see in the pan, which I'm happy about. I think I kind of fix it by, not like fix it, but I cover the grayish tone a lot, which I'm happy about. I never like gray eyeshadow on myself, so it turns out to be a really dark smoky eyes. I mean, it's not bad, I like it, but it's just not what I planned. You know, like, it's not bad, but I didn't plan to do a smoky eyes. I repeat myself again, I didn't plan this. Okay, for my lower lash line, I want to blend it out a little bit with the color at the corner. What is this? Save it for later. I think this they sell it as an individual as well. I'm gonna use this golden shade to blend out my lower lash line a little bit. But yeah, I wish, like this palette, most of the colors looks really pretty. But what I wish is that to have at least one or two more of a crease shade, more neutral tones, because you have a lot of purples and also the pink. They actually don't really go well with each other. So what I suggest is to put in a more neutral brown shade or a neutral dark brown, like almost black kind of dark brown, then it will make this palette perfect. Oh, I'm gonna try out at least one shade from here. I didn't use any. I'm gonna use one or two shade here. I'm gonna put in more sparkly color. Let's see which one is better. This is a little too warm. Okay, I'm gonna use this color right here. I think it's called Tinker Time. Yeah, Tinker Time. I'm gonna put it at the center of my lid. This is pretty pigmented. Well, it is lighter, but it doesn't really show up because I have such dark colors at the base. I want to pick a similar color. I don't want to make it too obvious, but it definitely kind of highlights the center of my lid. I'm gonna put a... My hands are slightly too dirty. Okay, before I move on to any more eyeshadow, I'm gonna put a little bit of lip balm on my lips. I'm gonna use my Glossier birthdaybalm.com. I like the formula a lot. I got this because it has shimmer inside. But I'm not sure if you guys know, but I hate really sweet scent on everything. But this is so sickening sweet. So, I mean, the color, it has a like slight shimmer to it. So when I have bare face, or when I have really light makeup, when I don't want to put on anything, it is really good. That it adds a little bit of glow to my lips. But I'm not sure if I like the scent. Like how I'm not sure if I like my eye makeup look right now. I don't hate my look right now. It's definitely not what I intended to do, but I don't hate it. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of color to my outer corner to darken this up a little bit more to make it a smoky eyes instead of like a mess, because it kind of look messy right now. I'm gonna use Top Notch, which they sell it as a single. Okay, this is not as dark as I wanted it to be, but yeah, I'm just gonna put on eyeliners, whatever. I'm gonna put on my eyeliner. But okay, I'm gonna highlight my inner corners a little bit more before I move on to eyeliner and mascara, which I will do off camera because it takes me really long and I can't stay pretty or look at the camera when I'm doing it. I'm gonna use the shade that I put as a lid shade to highlight my inner corners. And then I'm gonna do my eyeliner and mascara, and then I'll be back. So, I completed my eye makeup look. It's looking really dark right now. This look will look pretty good with false lashes, but I'm too lazy to put them on. So today I'm gonna just stick to mascara. Let's talk about my overall, like my first impression on these palettes. I'm gonna do an update after a few days, but I'm just gonna sum up my thoughts on these palettes. So for the Christmas palette, overall I like it, but only about the green shade that I'm not so sure about because it is not true to color. The other colors, when I swatch them, when I use them, they're really creamy, they're really pigmented, just like all their other eyeshadows. Only thing is, I think the color selection, it is really unique, it is really pretty, but still, if you use more of the unique colors, you need other neutral colors to complete the eye look. But overall, the palette, the quality is really good. It's same as all the other eyeshadows from Colourpop. I really like this palette and I'm looking forward to use it more often. So with the golden state of mind, as you can see, I didn't use that many shades in this palette because my eyeshadow look today is really dark. This is really iridescent soft color, so I think I'm gonna play around with them a little bit more in the next couple of days, and I will let you guys know how I feel about it. So this is my first impressions on these two palettes. I'll give you guys an update in future days. So I'm just gonna put on my blush now. This is Party from Tarte. This is my Sephora birthday gift. I think this color, Party, they only sell it on the Tarte website and the Sephora website. You can't get it in Ulta. So, yep, I'm just gonna put on a little bit of blush. I don't want it to be too heavy because I have a really heavy eyeshadow look already. But you have to be careful with Tarte blushes is that they are really pigmented. I'm gonna put on a little bit of highlighter. I'm using a Milani Afterglow highlighter. Looks like this is more of a champagne pink. Just to give myself a little bit of glow. I'm gonna remove my lip balm. I'm gonna use Arabesque today because I used Starcrust yesterday and I don't think this eye look goes well with a vibrant lip color. So in my update part of the video, which in a couple of days when I film it, I'm gonna wear Starcrust for you guys to see how it looks on my lips. I'm gonna put on my Colourpop Lippie Primer. But this one feels like the MAC one when it's dried. Because the MAC one has this lip to it for it to be easier to put on lipsticks, and then afterwards it will dry. But this one, when you put it on, it feels like when the MAC one is dried. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I think I still like my MAC one better. But let's put on the liquid lipstick, Arabesque. This is a much darker color. I feel like it looks better with the eye look, so. It's so dark. Okay, from the first impression, I don't like the lip primer. Because yesterday I wore star-crossed with my MAC lip primer. It is so much easier to blend, but this one, if you like full lip of this color, it's okay. If you don't have to blend out your lipstick, it's completely okay. But if you're trying to blend out your lip color with this lip primer underneath, it's almost impossible. It drags on too much. I really like this lip color. Oh my gosh, I like it a lot. In real life, it looks a little bit more purple than red. It looks really red on camera, but it's actually a lot more purple. I really like it. I'm just gonna come back in a couple of days and tell you guys how I like the eyeshadow palettes and also the lipsticks. But overall, first impressions, not bad. I really like it. Hey guys, I just want to come on here and quickly update you guys on the products that I've been testing out from Colourpop. I promised that I'll be trying on the other liquid lipstick today, which is star-crossed, which I'll be putting on later. But first, I want to talk about the palettes. First, I want to talk about the Golden State of Mind palette. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but these shadows are very, very shimmery, and like some of them are really glittery, but there isn't much pigment to the eyeshadow. I would say this palette is really pretty if you like really shimmery and metallic colors, but you have to build it up a little bit more, and there is quite a bit of fallout. And I think the quality of this eyeshadow palette is definitely not as good as the ones that is in the past. This is one of the more expensive palette because this is available in Sephora. I mean, I like a lot of the shades, but this is not a very practical palette because there's absolutely no transition shade in here. You have to pair it with something else. Yeah, I wouldn't say I recommend it a lot, but it's not bad. The second palette I actually like a lot. This is the ICS Magic Palette. The color selection, it's really special to me. I think it looks really pretty, but the thing is, the only disappointment is the green shade right here. The pigmentation, the quality of the eyeshadow is just as good as all the other palettes that they have. I would say this palette has the same quality as my Yes Please palette. Definitely recommend this one way more than the Golden State of Mind. This is much more practical. I mean, personally, I can use the peachy shades and this yellowy shade as my transition shade, but I usually dip in other palette or other single eyeshadow as my crease shade. My eye look today is mainly from this palette, which is a purplish, like gold eyeshadow look. So I really like these two palettes, but if you have to pick one, I'll pick the Christmas one. And then I'll move on to the lip primer. I don't like it as much as the MAC Prep and Prime lip primer. It is not bad, but remember when I first tried it on, I said it's a little dragging and it's like a little drying already. I would say if you want a cheaper alternative, this is not bad, but I personally still like the MAC one better. So it comes to liquid lipstick. I normally don't go for liquid lipsticks, but I'm surprised that I actually like them both. I've been using them quite a lot. Arabesque is a really pretty dark burgundy shade. I really like it, but today I'm gonna try on star-crossed for you guys. It's a really Christmassy red. So I'm gonna put on my lip primer from MAC. To be honest, when I look at it, I feel like it looks a little bit more pink than Ruby Woo, just a tiny little bit. But it is a really similar color because it has the blue undertone. So it is a really Christmassy, vibrant red color. Yeah, I love this color a lot, but I've been using Arabesque a little bit more because of the eyeshadow look that I've been doing. Overall, I'm really satisfied with my last purchase with Colourpop, but I'm about to place another order later tonight when Kathleen Light's collection is coming out. And apart from the eyeshadow palette and the lipsticks, I'm gonna get a few things more to try out that I've never tried before. So so there will be another Colourpop first impression coming soon, so stay tuned for that. And yes, I put on my Christmas tree in my room. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly. So this is my Christmas tree. Yes, it is in my room. I love my Christmas tree. This is officially the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Yes, as I said, there will be another Colourpop video coming out soon if I can get my hands on that palette. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel for future videos, and all my social media and all the info will be down in the description box, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!